Hi guys. I'm just gonna wait a minute, see if anybody's around, comes on. I'm really disappointed right now. I went to do a video up at the park today. Told you guys I was gonna do one for you and get hi Tamina. Glad you're here. I'm so disappointed right now. I promised all you guys on my video this morning when I was showing my excuse me, baby carrier that I was going to a video up at the park with Sophie today for all ya. Get a reaction video. I had the most awesome video. However, it broke up into pieces. I don't know what happened, so I ended up having to delete it again. So this is the second day. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you do. So I thought maybe if I got on and talked about it for a second, I might feel better because I'm really disappointed. I spent an hour over there. I even took my scooter and I went down to the lake to show everybody the lake and the boats and everything. And oh my gosh, I lost it all. I lost everything. I couldn't believe it. So that's strike two, and I'm going to try again tomorrow. So, hi, Melissa. Hi, Emily. Hi, Pinky. Oh, you guys, I can't believe this. I promised all of you I was going to, I'm sorry that you have to hear this again, Tamina, but I took my scooter out today and I promised everybody I was going to go to the park and take Sophie and get some video, reaction video from the kids up there. And I'm okay, Pinky. I'm a little depressed right now. But I was getting beautiful video. There were kids there. Their folks said it was fine to video them and everything. And the kids were so excited over Sophie. They all wanted to hold her. So I let them hold her. And I'm videoing each kid with Sophie in their arms. They couldn't believe, they had an orangutan in their arms. And oh, I'll be okay. I'm going to try again tomorrow. Hopefully it'll work out. But I wanted to come on and tell you guys because I didn't know. My husband says, you better apologize for not putting up a video about that park today. So, I said, yeah, I better tell him because I said this morning I was going to have a real cute video for you. So, but it was awesome. It was going awesome. I mean, we were having a good time. Even the adults were having a good time. There was a man and his wife and another guy came up and they saw Sophie and they thought she was real. They're like, oh my gosh, I didn't think you could have an orangutan here. And I says, well, no, we're not really supposed to. And there's, how did you get away with it? And I said, well, to be honest with you, she's not real. And they're like, you're kidding me. Hi, Julie. Oh, the last hour and a half was just terrible. But anyways, the video was going really well, and I decided since it was going so well, and then all of a sudden it started breaking up into pieces right in front of my face on my phone. I'm like, what on earth? I hope I'm not losing my feed. And I was. It was just I wasn't losing it, but it was breaking up into pieces, and I don't have an editing program, so there's no way I would have been able to fix it. So then yeah, they thought she was real. 3 adults actually thought Sophie was real. The kids knew she wasn't, but the adults thought she was real. That was the piece of cake. That was so funny. And well, she went to bed. She's pretty tired out. I just got her in bed, so I'm going to pull her out tomorrow. We're going to do a changing. I'm going to change her and get her ready for the park again. I had her dressed way too warm today, and I'm thinking about taking April. So we're going to have a double baby changing, and I'm going to try it again. And I mean, the people, they were just in love with her. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. But it was a nightmare. I was so disappointed because I had such wonderful feed. I was like, oh, these guys are going to love this video. The kids just fell in love with Sophie, and the adults were thinking she was real. And I took my scooter and went clear down to the lake to show you guys the lake and the boats. It was a beautiful day, and it just all started breaking up. And so I ended up having to delete the whole thing. Would anybody like to be a moderator for me? I would appreciate it. I always forget, and Jen's not here, so I really do need a moderator. Anybody? Julie, you want to be a moderator? I'm going to make you one. Is that okay, Julie? So I need at least one moderator on here. Did that work? Hang on a sec. There we go. You're my moderator, Julie. Is that okay? Jen's not on here, so I do need a moderator. And Teresa always wants to be, and she's not here either. So, hi, babies like mine. Oh, Dawn, Starling, Reborns, everybody. Pinky, Emily. What? I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed. I think she's probably sleeping. Otherwise, she'd be on here right now. So I'm sure she's resting. You don't know what a moderator is? That's someone, if someone comes on here and gives me a hard time, you're going to take your arrow to the right of your screen and you're going to time them out. It'll come up with 3 little dots. Okay? Hi, babies like mine. Yeah, it was a total nightmare. I was gone an hour. I actually got my scooter working really good once I figured out I had to turn up the speed on it to go anywhere. And it was just a beautiful video. I was almost in tears. I was so happy with it. And then when it started breaking up, I'm like, what on earth? And this guy standing there, he's like, well, if once you upload it, it should be okay. And I said, no, it's in several pieces. It's almost like I just took pictures rather than to do the video. So yeah, it was crazy. I'm so disappointed, but I wanted to let you guys know because this morning I promised that that I was going to have a nice video for you. So, but you know what? That's just more practice for me. My feed will get better. I'm not perfect yet at aiming my camera. So I think tomorrow is going to be really good as long as we don't get rain. And with my luck, it's going to rain. I hope not. But when I got home, I called my husband at work and I said, I lost another video. He's like, oh no, now what? Your phone does it too, Tamina? This is the first time that actually happened to me. I cannot believe it. And he's like, well, maybe you can't do video there. And I did one yesterday. It came out fine, except it was real long because I didn't speed up my scooter. So the video was too long and I didn't want to bore you guys. So I just deleted it and thought, well, I'll do another one tomorrow. So that's what I was doing today. And what a disaster. And it was awesome too. The kids were great. They had a zip line there. They were showing off on the zip line so I could film them and everything. And it was like, hi, Carrie, welcome. And everybody was just, so willing to, let me video them. And I kept telling them, I said, well, make sure you go to Lori's Crochet Corner on YouTube and watch yourself on video. The kids were all excited. So they're going to be really disappointed when they don't see themselves. Yep, you are in moderator mode, Julie. So it was a disappointment, but don't worry, guys. I'm going to get one. And when I do, it's going to be good. So I was a little down about it. So I just figured I'd come on and tell you that it was a total disaster, but it was a nice ride and it's beautiful outside and a little cooler today because there's a real nice breeze coming off the lake. So hopefully tomorrow I can get something for you guys. Unbelievable. But there were a few folks there, like I said, that just actually believed that Sophie was totally real. If you could have seen the looks on their faces, it was just, if I could have just froze that piece and kept it for you, that would have been awesome. Hot and humid. Yeah, it was here yesterday. Yes, tomorrow is a new day. I understand that, Emily, but it's really frustrating because this was my second try. Yesterday, my video was working fine, but it was way too long and I wasn't going to put you guys through that. So I got rid of it. Thought I'd try again today. Well, guess what? Yeah, where is Teresa? Excuse me. Yeah, Teresa's usually around. I figured this would be a good time of day to come on. I just got back about half an hour ago, but I hooked up my scooter to the charge again because when I went down to the lake, it's back hill coming up and I could tell it was taking the juice out of the batteries. So I'm like, I better charge that thing up again, So it's on charge. Everything's going to be all good, and it's all going to go great tomorrow, and I know it is. So once again, I'm promising you guys a good video tomorrow, but it's going to be a double changing, and then we're going to take a ride, and you're going to ride along with me the whole way up to the park, which is only 2 blocks, and my scooter goes pretty quick now that I learned how to do it. So we'll get up there in about 2 minutes, and hopefully there'll be some kids there. I thought I went at the perfect time. It was like around 2-ish, somewhere around there. I'm on your TV tonight, all 50 inches of me? What? It's 4:54. Yeah, I was gone a good hour. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all dry being out there and my allergies again. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to laugh about that or not. I'm hoping so. I really hope so. I'm just so bummed out over that because it was great, really great footage. Maybe not so great getting up there because I had my phone angled down towards the street. But once I got up to the park and started filming everybody or video, everybody, it was really great. Kids are like, "Oh my gosh, you have a monkey." I says, "No, it's a orangutan." An orangutan? I never saw one of those. I said, "Didn't you ever been to the zoo?" "Oh yeah, but I saw the big black gorilla." I said, "Well, that's cool too." So I'm just really excited because the kids were all happy we were there. Thanks, Dawn. I'm really excited to do this video. I really am, because I think Sophie she's so funny, and I get such great reactions out of her, but I just haven't got it. Whoop, break it up there. I haven't got it on video yet, but I will. So what are you guys all up to today? Nothing? You're all online watching me. How about that? Oh, yeah, that 2 little girls got to hold Sophie, and I was sitting in my scooter. The first little girl, I said, "Go ahead, you can pick her up." No, she's not going in the carrier. I'm using my scooter because if I go down to the lake, I can't walk back up. My legs are too weak. So if I take the scooter, I can ride on down there and ride back up with no problem. So, but the little girl, oh, rooting, awesome, one sleeping angel. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. But she went to pick her up and she almost grabbed her hair. And I said, "No, don't pick her up by her hair." She says, "Oops." And she went and grabbed underneath her by her neck and her butt. And she says, "Look, I know how to pick up a baby." And it was so cute. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dawn. I kind of wondered. I know I haven't been seeing too much of you. And I'm glad he's getting better. Hi, Donna. How are ya? You missed the whole nice long story that I just gave everybody. Yeah, I tried to do a video with Sophie today at the park, but it didn't work out because my video broke up into pieces for some reason, and I had to delete it. So I'm hoping tomorrow to try again, and I'm going to change Sophie. I have her dressed a little too warm for the weather, and I might actually, I think that Sophie and April will probably both fit in the basket, so I may take them both tomorrow, which would be pretty cool. If those 2 girls are there tomorrow, those 2 little girls, they'll each get to hold one, which would really be cool. It was so cute. It really was. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm feeling all happy because I'm going to have the greatest video until it broke apart. But it was cute. The kids I love watching kids and watching their reactions. It was awesome. And even their parents. It was really cute. But you guys unfortunately miss it all today, but I think I found a good time of the day to go when there are people there. So like yesterday in the morning, there was 2 people there. So it was just a waste of time for me to even put that up. It would have bored you to death. So, but today was fun, and I'm hoping it's like that tomorrow. It's just crazy. Just crazy. And then, like I said, I went clear took you guys down to the lake to show you the sailboats. There were beautiful sailboats out there. and someone had just pulled a boat up out of the water, and I asked them if I could video them, and they said, sure, go ahead. And they had little kids with them, but they rushed them into the car and they took off. So that didn't work out. Oh, yay. Hi, Jen. Well, I got Julie moderating, so that's cool. See, I did what you said. It took me a minute to think about it, but so did you hear what happened to me? Or did you miss it all? You must have just come on. Just relaxing. That's good, Melissa. Well, I was too, and I thought that would really be a nice ride, but it ended up being very frustrating. Took Sophie out for a ride today, Jen, to the park, and I had beautiful footage of people and kids holding Sophie, and all my footage broke into pieces. I went to the lake and everything. I don't know what happened, so I had to delete it. I was gone over an hour, so you can imagine how much footage I had. I had a ton. And getting dinner. Oh, okay, you go have dinner then. Are you feeling better? Everybody wants to know. Jen, before you go, are you feeling any better? She might have already left already. Hi, Christine. How are ya? Yeah, Jen must have took off. Oh, nope, you're there. Well, anyways, I'm sorry you don't feel better. I wish you'd hurry up because I need you Wednesday. You make me do it all alone again. Man. Well, you eat and you go back to bed. UK. What's for dinner, by the way? I really shouldn't ask because we'll all start talking about food. I'm getting kind of there myself, almost ready for dinner. But okay, good night, Jen. Sleep well. Stay offline tonight. Get some rest. Rigatoni, yum. I haven't cooked all weekend because my husband, he's a security guard on weekends, and he just takes sandwiches. He eats, I had like scrambled eggs and sausage this morning for him to eat, and then he took sandwiches for work, so I don't really cook supper on the weekends. So I'll probably just have turkey sandwich or something like that. A turkey sandwich. Maybe some pudding. I don't cook on the weekends. Husband says don't cook because he just takes sandwiches to work. So that works for me. I just eat whatever I can find. Sometimes I'll just have some waffles or pancakes or something too. What are you going to have, Julie? Anything good? Anybody? So anyways, guys, tomorrow I am really going to try once again. And I'm thinking about waiting until maybe around 2 or so to go to the park again because I'm pretty sure there'll be some kids out. And we're going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. You two, One Sleeping Angels, you have a good night. And thank you. Hopefully it'll work out this time. I am determined. I'm not going to give up. Roast chops. Oh, yum. Hi, Christine. Welcome. Oh, you're getting a reborn doll. Awesome. Boy or girl? So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to have a video, dang it. You should have heard me on my way home. I wasn't all too pretty. I was so mad. So what is she making you? Do you know? Is she making you a girl or a boy, mamas? And good afternoon. It's not been a good afternoon. No, it's not been good. I mean, it's been an okay day. It's just that, I'm trying to do a nice video for you guys and it didn't work out again for the second day. So, had some really good feed and it got ruined. I don't know if it was YouTube. I don't know if it's maybe was the signal in this area today. I don't know. It was just crazy. I never saw that happen before while you're doing a video and it's breaking up in pieces right in front of me. I couldn't believe it. It was just breaking up. So it's just like taking pictures almost. Yeah, I don't think she wants to tell us. I probably know a girl. Okay. I think I've probably seen her, but I haven't been over to Jen's just lately, so it's kind of hard for me to remember. With her being sick, I'm not going anywhere near that house. Oh, you're going to upload a video? Okay, cool. I'll be looking forward to watching that. I think I'm finally all caught up with most everybody's videos. It's taken me a while, but I think I'm almost all caught up with them all. Oh, it's a new order. Oh, okay. You're still there. I thought you were going to eat. Oh, you don't have her. Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably be the first one that gets to see her, other than Jen. I see. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations anyway. Jen makes beautiful babies. We all know that. Yeah, that's really cool. You're pretty busy, Jen. And I know with you not feeling good, you haven't been working on your babies. You're going to have a lot of catching up to do, too. So you better get better because we need the babies done and we need you here, too. If you don't make it over Wednesday, I'm going to have to stop by. So you'll just have to open the door a crack, that's all. Yes, that's nice. That's all right, Jen. Keep them going. Get that assembly line moving. I think that's kind of what was kind of going on when you were making April. And she turned out so beautiful. I just love her. I love all my babies. I just haven't really had a whole lot of a chance to show them off, which is what I was trying to do today, at least with Sophie so far. But I think tomorrow, little April's going to go along. So I think I'm going to have enough room in the basket for both of them. I couldn't do with all three of them, though. Yeah, that's why I'm down. I am a little down. I was very disappointed that my video fell apart because it was so awesome. I had the best feed and it all broke up. I mean, I was just so excited over it. I had really good reactions out of the people and the kids and everything, and it just all fell apart. So, yeah, that kind of depressed me a little bit. I was kind of saying a few words under my breath on the way home. So, but I'm okay. I'll get over it. But it's like strike two. That's the second one that I've tried and failed at, and it's not me. It's YouTube or Signal or whatever it is. But it was really frustrating when I lost it because it was just terrific. It was a wonderful video. No, I deleted it, and I wasn't about to ask you to try to edit it, Jen. There was just no way. I mean, I was out for an hour. And no, you don't want to know, Donna. Because I'm such a nice person. I don't say those kinds of words. Oh, yeah, it was very frustrating because I was so excited over the video. And then all of a sudden, bam, 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 the pictures just started breaking up. And like I said, I never saw anything like it. It's almost like someone was trying to edit or something while I was doing the video. So, but I'm just going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up. But I promised all of you, so I wanted to come on and let you know that there would be no video at the park today. You would pay money to hear my bad words? Are you serious? Julie. Yeah, I know, Jen. I know we do. But that was my second try. And I probably wouldn't have got as upset, but I just got such wonderful reactions and everything. And that's what upset me. Okay, Melissa. I had just the best reactions. I mean, I was sitting there with smiling from ear to ear, especially when these three adults walk up and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you have an orangutan! Oh my goodness, how cute! It's a baby!" And they really thought that Sophie was real. Why is my battery low? Oh my goodness! And then I forgot to plug in my computer this morning. Wow, I'm glad it's still running. See, I guess it's just one of those days. Oh my goodness. It's not, yeah, it is funny. That part is funny. Think about it though, Jen, from me taking my computer over to your house that one day, the red light was on for the battery. Remember that? So this has been sitting here since this morning without being plugged in, and I still had juice. That's amazing. What bad words does Jen say? Okay, are you ready? Just kidding. Now, come on, you guys. Don't try to get me to do that on here. Thank you so much, TNT, and welcome. I was very pleased with that carrier. I really was. And Jen did say she really liked it, other than there weren't holes for the legs. You can't really put holes in it. I could, but that would really give it too much stretch capability. So, you got the little panty thing where the legs go through, and the legs can actually come out the bottom of the carrier. But April is so tiny that she only had 1 foot sticking out. So, oh, thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm still trying to think of all them words that Jen says. Nah, you don't want to know what we say. We don't say anything. We're just the sweetest people on earth, Think again. Just don't make us mad, that's all. But I can tell you, since I've come online, Jen's heard a few out of me. But you guys would never. And that's only because I was angry over certain things, I would never say anything bad online, because it would be my luck. YouTube would freaking kick me out. Well, Mama, practice, practice, practice. That's my old saying there. I always told myself that, keep practicing, and the more you do, the better you get. The more comfortable you get with it. Yeah, we don't typically do drama and swearing unless pushed to the brink. But we don't go there anymore. We're done with that. I never was there in the first place, only with Jen. She knew what I had to say. Seriously, I said a few things in the beginning, but nothing really bad. Oh, I can call you Bree? Okay, that's great. You're going to need to remind me a couple times, because I'll probably forget. I forget everything. So if I call you Mama's Little Bugs Nursery, just don't get angry with me, because that means I forgot what your first name was again. So, but I will try. But thank you. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. Yes, lots of practice. And I am getting ready to do a tutorial. And I went and I bought 3 towels, really, really pretty, real good dish towels. And I'm going to use the whole towel to make the towel toppers out of. So I'm going to do a tutorial on that. That's right. Just don't talk about it at all, Jen. You're right. Oh, that's your nickname. Okay. That's cool. I like that. If I think of Charlie's Angels, remember that program, Charlie's Angels? One of the girls' names was Bree. They called her Bree. And if I think of that, then I'll remember your name. Yep, towel tutorial. And I have a real nice pattern that's pretty easy for starting out. I don't know if you guys watched how I showed you how to do the double crochet. You may want to practice at that a little bit. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Where'd you go? Layla is just going to bed. Good night, Layla. Have a good night. Kisses. Mwah, mwah. Thank you, Patricia. I don't know if I'm going to make more. It's going to depend. I'm going to show the one that I did make on Crochet Corner on Wednesday. I don't really want to make another one unless someone requests me to make them one, because it's pricey for the yarn, and I don't want to make one and have it just sitting here. And I don't really need one right now because I'm using my scooter. But thank you. It did turn out really nice. Yes, remember that show. Yeah, okay, yeah, Charlie's Angels. I used to love that. I watched every episode of that. Hi, Mama's Reborn Pumpkin Patch. Welcome. We're always busy. Yeah, I tried to do a nice video for y'all today and it didn't work out. So I'm going to try again tomorrow. I'm not going to repeat the whole story because everybody's heard it 3 times already. So I took Sophie out and to the park. But tomorrow we're going to try again. My video broke apart for some reason and I had to delete it. So we're going to try again tomorrow. I see, practice, practice, practice. I am not. So she was giving me kisses back. That's awesome. I love it. Yes, I did use the Lion brand. I didn't use the Comfort Cotton. I used the acrylic because my products that I make, I don't want to allow for them to shrink. With the acrylic, no matter how hot your dryer is or how hot the water is that you use, it's not going to shrink. Cotton is going to shrink, and then you're going to have problems with the carriers. You know what I'm saying? So if you are interested in the carriers, another reason why I don't want to make too many is because, oh, I heard you fell. I'm sorry about that. I hope you're okay. The reason I don't want to make too many, unless they're ordered, is because I actually need sizing on those. I need to know if you're a large, a medium, a small, an extra large, a 2 extra large, because I need to, and I ask for like a waist size because the waistband's important. If you don't give me the waist size, then I have to go online and use whatever they have charted for that size. And we just hope it fits. That's all I can do. So that's why I would prefer if somebody wanted to order one, once everybody knows what they look like, then I can get sizing and go from there. The baby blanket could be put together and make a big one. Yeah, it probably could. I don't think I would do that though. Not with the crocheted edging like that. I don't know. I don't think I would like it. Yes, hope you feel better soon. And I hope you didn't hurt yourself when you fell, mamas, because I've been there too. I know what that's like. And Jen, you said something I guess I wasn't supposed to hear. The straps, well, we're kind of doing a guesstimate on those too. These ones came out really well. On this one, I actually used myself and then made them a little bigger. And I put 2 buttons so that they can be adjusted. So you can make them a little shorter or a little longer. That's up to whoever's wearing it. And also on the waistband, I put 2 buttonholes, I should say. On the waistband, there is 2 buttons and there's 2 buttonholes, but you can move, you don't have to use both buttons. And then on the straps, I use 1 button and I put 2 buttonholes in the strap itself. And, you can choose whichever one is best for you. We'll be praying for you, mamas. And you hurt your front leg again, your right front leg. And you fell last month twice. Oh my goodness. You are just, wow, that's crazy. You best be careful. Don't be falling anymore. You wish you had basic instructions to make one. You might try to do one for your reborn. I'm not telling you how to do it. That will not be a tutorial. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of work. It was fun though. I enjoyed making it. Yeah, I know what it's like to fall. When I had my stroke, I was sick for a while. I didn't realize what was going on with me at the time, but when I had my stroke, I woke up one morning and I went to get out of bed and I landed on the floor. I had no feeling in my legs whatsoever. I just, on the floor I went. And somehow I managed to, with my arms, I had enough strength to pull myself back up into the bed, and I started hollering for my husband. And he's like, let's get you into the car. And I said, you're not going to be able to pick me up. You know, I was dead weight then. I couldn't move at all. I was like totally paralyzed. And what happened was I almost bled to death. I didn't know I was bleeding internally. So also, the last time I was in the hospital, the same thing happened. I was bleeding. First time I had my stroke, I was paralyzed because I had a stroke. So congested and can barely breathe along with fever and body aches. Man, I wish you would get to a doctor. You know, what are you waiting for? Oh, that's horrible. No feeling in your feet. And that's another thing I always check for too. Your feet, you always want to make sure, you know, have someone tickle your feet once in a while and make sure you feel it, because if you don't, or you might be out walking around in your bare feet and step on something and have a tack or a needle or something stuck in your foot and not even know it. And that's diabetes, and that runs in the family. So you always want to make sure you have feeling in your feet. Even if you think you do, check them anyway. The doctor can't do anything. Yes, Mom. Or Jen, what Mom said. Do it. I'd hate to see you end up with pneumonia. Jen has been in the hospital with pneumonia, I think twice, because being sick and letting it go. So, yeah. I sure hope you're feeling better, Jen, because I sure do miss you. It's terrible. But at least we can talk online, talk on the, well, text on the phone. Who talks on the phone anymore, right? Yeah, I know, Jen. I just don't, you said the other day you felt like you were coming down with the pneumonia, though, that you were getting worse. You'll be 50 in September? Wow. I'll be 59, 60 in November. I like to say 59 because I don't want to hit the big 60, but I'm going to, guys. But I can't tell, but I really don't think I feel like I'm 60. My husband keeps telling me to grow up, so that must say something. And does anybody remember who said this morning that their husband called the cops because they thought she was crazy because of her babies? Does anybody remember who said that on my live this morning? I should have went back and watched, because I was telling my husband about that, and he says, "Well, I think you're crazy." He says, "But if it makes you feel better, so be it." Because I was in for that drawing for the baby, and he says, I was on the live waiting for her to draw, and he says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm waiting to win a baby." He says, "You don't need another baby." Oh, yeah, he's funny. He's pretty cool. We have our moments, but my husband's really good to me. The times are tough right now, but they're going to get better, we hope. So just all a matter of time. He's 62 going on 63. And he lost a really good job that he was paid very well. And because of his age, they wouldn't hire him on for a new position. He was a meter reader for the electric company. And yes, I did. And they kept bringing new people in, and he kept putting in for these new positions, and they wouldn't hire him for them. And they put all the smart meters in, so now there's no more meters for him to read. So they let him go. They didn't hire him for a new position, and so we're stuck. We have a mortgage, we have 2 cars, we have, you get used to living on what you make, and now he's not making the money, and we're in big trouble. So it's crazy, and we can't even sue them because they covered their butts real well. Yeah, you keep resting, Jen. So anyways, things were kind of touch and go here for a while because, when you get stressed out over bills that need to be paid that aren't being paid and you're wondering how you're going to hang on to things, we ended up fighting with each other and almost hating each other. And, I sat down with him one day and I said, we need to talk. This can't happen. We've been together 35 years. We can't be doing this. So we got it all worked out and we're getting along just fine now and everything. We're trying to be happy as we can, but still worried about how we're going to get by and how we're going to keep what we have. So it's a day by day thing for us right now. That's why I'm trying to sell my crochet. That's why I had the Crafty Clutter sale, because every little bit helps, Okay. No, it's not fair. It really isn't. And he doesn't want to retire. He doesn't want to be forced into retirement. But right now he's working 2 jobs and he needs another job, another full-time job, in order for us just to get by the skins of our teeth. Just to get by, not even to be comfortable. So I don't know. But, I'm trying to stay positive, especially around him. I have my moments when you can't help but to think about losing things, I love my house. I love this house. We never thought we'd have our own home. We've had it for 10 years and lived down by the lake where I always wanted to be. And it's scary. It's really scary, folks. But you guys don't need to hear my problems. So, but that's kind of what's been going on. So if I do seem a little down now and then, that might have a little bit to do with it. But mostly today, thank you for the prayers, mamas. And mostly today it was because of the video. I was all happy-go-lucky and excited when I left. I couldn't wait to get to that park. I'm revving up the scooter and up the street I go, talking to you guys. And it was crazy. Oh, thank you, Julie. Wow. Everybody always did tell us we were a great looking couple together. He was a redhead and I was a blonde. So oh, Christine, that's nice. My goodness. You guys are going to make me cry. And I am so, I don't know, when it comes to the crying thing, really touchy. I tell you, my husband had me going a couple times, and that's when he finally decided to calm down a little bit because I was just so upset that he started worrying about me having another stroke. Stress brings on stroke. So, and I don't want to have another stroke. I remember every second of that, everything that happened to me. So, but I will tell you something funny that did happen after I had my stroke. When I was in the hospital, I tried to get out of bed right after I got there. When they took me in, I said, I want therapy right away. I saw my grandfather have a stroke and he never walked right again. I said, that's not going to be me. I want in therapy right away, and they refused. They just put me into bed and they all left. So thank you, Patricia. I won't cry right now, Julie. I'm good. But they put me in the bed and left me there. So dummy me, right after I had a stroke. I tried to get out of the bed because I was determined to go and get some stuff done. I wanted to walk, you know. I didn't want to lose my left leg. I didn't want to lose my left arm or my face or anything. So when I went to get out of the bed, I knew I was going to go down. So I turned around real quick, spun on my foot. And when I put my hands down on the bed, I couldn't control. I started falling forward and I broke 4 fingers. I bent them all the way back. But you know what? It didn't stop me. They had me out of bed the next day and I was down in therapy. And by the time I left there, we were doing line dancing. So it was cool. It really was. I had a really good therapist. They worked me hard. I begged them to because I wanted to walk and be as normal as I could be. And they say the first year after you have a stroke, once you get up to that year mark, you're not going to get any stronger. And that sadly is the truth. I'm as strong as I'm going to be. So, but yesterday I picked up my scooter over a curb to get to the park. And I never should have done it, but I did. I pulled it up over a curb. Yeah, I'm on Social Security disability too. And no, it does not pay enough for anything. And it doesn't, you know, the Medicare sucks too, I have to say. There's my favorite bad word, okay? They take like $125 a month out of me for my Medicare, and all it covers is my doctor's visit. And it paid partly some of my hospital bills, but I had, let's see, 2 $1,300 deductibles from them for being in the hospital from Medicare that still is not paid. So good luck with that. Good luck, you know, them trying to get that out of me because they're not going to get it. I can't. I don't have it. Thanks, Patricia. I really appreciate that. 4 fingers, yes, and it hurt. I actually felt that. So I'm good now, though. Oh my gosh, tip the wheelchair. Yeah, I thought about that today when I was out with my scooter going down some, you know, they just blacktopped some of the roads. And still they're no closer, even like up to the ramp part that you can run up. And I worry about that too, tipping over in my scooter. So I was pretty careful with that. And I will be tomorrow again too when I'm out trying to do a video for you guys. So oh, doggy's over here drinking water, eating food. Yeah. It's hard. You have to work so hard these days. And you know what? I would do anything to go back to work. I miss my job. I was a telephone operator and I loved it. It was stressful though, but I still love that type of work, you know, talking to people. And in fact, my youngest daughter, she's working where I used to work. I worked there 8 years and that's when I had my stroke. And they said, you're not going back to work. They wouldn't even, doctors wouldn't let me go back even part-time. They said, nope, you're not working. Huh. Never. Oh, that's right. They didn't offer it to you, did they, Jen? But you know, the thing is, you have to ask for it. They're not going to offer it. You have to ask for it. And I did. I begged for it right from the door. When I went in the hospital, I said, I want therapy, physical therapy immediately. I said, I don't want to wait because like I told him, I said, don't want to be like my grandfather was. After he had his stroke, where they lived, their hospital didn't have any type of physical therapy back then. And after his stroke, he would drag his left leg. He'd walk to the diner every morning and drag his left leg and hold his left arm up with his other arm to get there. I refused to be like that. I was like, no, get me in therapy. But Jen, yeah, that's crazy. They didn't offer it to her, and they probably should have, you know, but they didn't offer it to me. They had no choice. I told them I wanted it, and that was it. So You had a spinal injury. Yikes. Yeah. Anything to make a buck, huh? That's what we have to do. Yeah, it is rude. And the thing about hospitals is when I was in there, I must have seen 10 different doctors. I didn't need them. I had a doctor from the cancer center come in to see me. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Well, I'm not here because you have cancer. I'm like, I don't need you. And lo and behold, I got a bill in the mail from them. Well, I called them and I said, you're not getting paid. I had no need for a doctor from your cancer center. They were coming out of the walls. It's all about the money. Yep, never offered. Yeah, I don't get it. It is. It's just all about the money. And even your family doctors now, the hospitals force them to take on thousands of patients. So they really can't give you any kind of personal care. When I got out of the hospital and came home and I had my first visit with him, I walked in and he acted like nothing happened. And I said, well, didn't you know I was in the hospital? He says, no. And he had one of his workers worked at the hospital and took information from me, but he never knew I was there. It's crazy. Broke your back and now I have, oh my goodness. Spine of steel. Oh my gosh. Oh, Dawn, that's something. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not buffering. Not here anyway. Yeah, this medical stuff, this day and age is crazy. I'll tell you what, when we were growing up, if we were sick, um, our family doctor would come to our house. You could pay him with a chicken and he was happy. Give him a free meal, he was happy. They didn't even care if they got money back then. They just wanted their patients to be well. So that's how much things have changed. Keeps repeating the audio. Huh. I don't know what's going on. Well, you wanted to hear me more than once anyway, didn't you? Yeah, I suppose I probably kept you guys on here long enough, but I don't see anything going on with my computer here. Says you were fine, and then 2 days later had a heart. Yeah, yeah. See, that's crazy business. That really is. Thank you guys. Thanks for letting me know. Dawn and TNT, thank you. Yeah, I can't believe what Jen went through. Go see the doctor and send. Acts like you're fine. She said she wasn't feeling right, and then she has a heart attack. It's crazy. Okay, that's good. So it must have been your phone, huh? Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even. I love my family doctor, and Jen actually introduced me to him. I was with hey, sorry guys. I was with my another doctor that really. That's a long story that I can't really tell you about. It had to do with Jen and I going to Georgia, and something happened there, and my doctor broke the privacy policy with me, is what he did. And so I was like, I'm not going to come see you anymore. Give me all my records and stuff. And I went to Jen's doctor, which I like very, very much. It's just that he's overwhelmed with patients now because of the hospital. So I still like him. He's a nice guy. Yep, anger is the word. And then when Jennifer went to the hospital, she was treated even worse, which is really crazy how they treated her there. I just can't believe it. And they get thousands and thousands of dollars for you, to come look at you for 5 minutes a day that you're in there. And she was treated really bad in there. And I was too the second time I was in. I thought they were trying to kill me. They almost drowned me with fluids that they kept hooking up to me. Wow. Wow. Boy, there's a lot of bad stuff going on, isn't there? God, Dawn, I tell ya. Huh. Yeah, they're not always wrong. Not all doctors are bad. They really aren't. I'll never say all doctors are bad. There are good ones out there. They save people's lives every day. It's just timing. It really is timing. So, yep, trust yourself. You always know when there's something wrong. You really do. I used to get bronchitis a lot, and every time I go to the doctor's office, that or tonsillitis. And I would always say, well, I have tonsillitis. Well, you're right. Or I have bronchitis. Yep, you're right. You do know your own body. If something's wrong, you feel something's wrong, take care of it. Don't let it go. I'm sorry, Julie. 91. Wow. Yeah, my dad died at 89. He would have been 90. He died a month before his birthday. Uh, yep. So you knew something was going on then, right, Dawn? And then you see there are good doctors out there. You can't say they're all bad because they're not. And most of them go to college to learn, you know, how to take care of us folks. But it's what they do during their years at college and what they do learn. Some of them out there, those sororities, and there's a lot of things, crazy stuff that goes on in colleges. And I know because my husband went to college for 4 years, and he told me all the stuff that went on, and it's crazy. Things you have to do to fit in. Yep, that's hot. Well, Jen and I decided, I think, that we're going to be going to a new hospital after what we both went through at the last one we were at. But my youngest daughter took her son to the other hospital that Jen and I don't go to. Our doctor's through a different hospital. And she said that hospital, they refurbished everything there. It was beautiful, and they take such wonderful care of everybody. So she says, the next time you get sick, Mom, you better go there. And I said, well, I'm hoping I don't get sick a next time. But Jen and I talked about it more than once about switching hospitals, but then we have to switch doctors. And I really do like the doctor I have. And the thoughts of having to switch over to another one at this late in the game is kind of, you know, it, you know what? Sometimes because of the patient's age, but I think that they're so rushed. They have so many patients, so they have to have a set time for each patient throughout their day. So they're not really going to have the full scoop. It's the nurses that have the full scoop. And I'll tell you what, some of the nurses really messed up on me big time. And and when I told my doctor everything that went on, he couldn't believe it. You stop barking at me. My little girl wants to say hi. All right, come here. Come here. Sadie's acting like Nala, Jen. There, say hi to everybody. Sadie, say hi. Say hi, show me your pretty blue eyes. You probably can't see them in there. She's acting like Nala. She wants Mommy to hold her. She missed me while I was at the park. I was gone for an hour or so, and they're not used to me leaving. I'll hold you for a minute. I would think that she'd have to be checked out at least every few months or so for now, but I don't know. Wow, that's crazy, Jen. That's crazy. You get my little girl. Now my 17-year-old doggy's walking in here like thinking I'm going to pick him up. No, Casper. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, and she kept telling them something was wrong. They wouldn't listen to her. Boy, if I'd have been there, they'd have been doing some listening, and I should have been there. Man, that's really scary when something like that happens to you. You feel like you're dying, you know? And who knows? My husband was by my side that whole time I was in the hospital, though. It was so funny. We sat and we watched all the Leprechaun. He'd come in at 5 o'clock or 4 or 5 o'clock every day after work. Yeah, you go to bed, Jen. I'm going to be getting off here in a minute anyway. He'd come in at 4 or 5 o'clock. It was during Halloween season. And we watched the Leprechaun movies. We watched one each night that I was in there. It was so funny. And so now, whenever they still bring that movie on at times, like on the Sci-Fi Channel or whatever, and every time I see it, it reminds me of him sitting there holding my hand while I was in the hospital. It was such a good feeling. It just warms my heart that he loved me enough to spend 3 or 4 hours a night with me, and knowing that he had to get home and take care of the dogs and eat and get to bed for work the next day or night, because back then he was doing a paper route. So he'd have to get up and do the paper route. Night, Jen. Yeah, I'm about ready to start calling you Belle myself. Yeah, I got to go eat too. So, guys, get down. Get. I'm going to get off of here, let you all go do what you got to do. I sure appreciate you coming on and keeping me company. It was so nice of all of you. I love you guys. You're so awesome. So I really just intended to come on and tell you that I had no video for you. But it's good that we all get to talk and get things off our chest too, I guess. So you all have a good night, and hopefully, cross your fingers, guys. Tomorrow, a baby changing, and as soon as we get done changing, we're going to head right on out the door, get the scooter going, and head up to the park. So let's hope. All right. So hopefully I will have a really cool video for you tomorrow. Okay. Okay, Dawn, have fun with the baby. Jen, get a good night's sleep. Stay off the computer. Night, everybody. Julie, thank you for being my moderator. And we will talk to all of you tomorrow. Love all of you. Mwah. Thanks, ladies. Night. Hey, give me a thumbs up while you're at it, okay? Thank you. Night, guys.